Hey guys, it's Lisa from the blog Farmhouse on Boone.com, and I'm doing a follow-up video to one I did a few weeks ago on cloth diapers and my favorite brands and styles in my 9+ years of experience with cloth diapering. And today I am sharing the part 2 video on that, which is how to wash and care for cloth diapers. So sorry this video has taken a few extra weeks to complete. I think it's mostly because I feel like I'm not that qualified to share this information because I don't know if I washed cloth diapers in the exact proper way. But then I remember that I've been doing this for over 9 years and for 5 kids, so if it works for me, it's probably just fine. I've read articles online where people have said you have to wash cloth diapers every single day, you need to strip them and all these things. Well, I'll share with you what I actually do and what's worked for me, and it may not align with all the cloth diaper websites and articles that you've read out there, but this is what I do. So first of all, I have some diapers right now that need to be washed. First of all, I'll talk about how I deal with the diapers before they make it into the pail. So right now my son is exclusively breastfed. He's 5 months old. So his poops aren't the kind that need to be fully cleaned before being put into the pail. So I actually don't do anything with his. I wipe them and then I will just throw everything right into the pail and it comes perfectly clean. When the baby's older, around 6 to 12 months, somewhere in there, when I start introducing some solid foods, I switch to doing the toilet method, which this is a very not great topic to talk about. But anyways, I will flush the toilet so that it's nice and clean, and then I will hold the diaper, or if you're potty training, which I've had to do a lot recently, the undies by the end where there isn't anything on it, and I will just swish it around and do a couple flushes, and that helps to remove everything enough to then throw it into the pail for washing. I don't have a diaper sprayer. I don't use anything else. That's all I do. And I put it into the pail. I'll move on to the next section, which will be the detergent. Now, I don't like to use Drift or, that's a detergent marketed towards babies or anything with a scent. I just like to use very basic ingredients. So ideally I make it myself. I have a recipe on the blog, which I will link. It is just some basic ingredients. It's cheaper and pretty easy to put together. The one on the blog is a liquid detergent. I also occasionally like to use a homemade dry detergent, which I'll just show you how to make right now. To make the dry detergent, I start by grating 1 bar of cast-style soap. Now I want to, in the future, do a DIY tutorial on how to make your own, but this is the Dr. Bronner's brand, which I'll link below. You could also do this in the food processor. I do 1 part of the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap and then 2 parts each of washing soda and borax. You can grab these free printable labels. I offer them on the blog. I'll leave a link for that below. But I just mix this all together. Now, I like to use the liquid one when I'm washing on cold, and I like to use the powdered one when washing on hot because the soap bar isn't dissolved into the hot water like it is with the liquid detergent. It's pre-dissolved because that's how you make it. Why would I ever choose to use the powder is just that it's easier to make. It's so simple because all you have to do is grate a bar of soap, throw some more ingredients, it takes 5 minutes, whereas the liquid it's not super hard. You can make it all at one time and invest 15-20 minutes in getting that out of the way. But if you're in a pinch and you want some detergent really quickly and you have a bar of the Castile soap and the other ingredients, you can just whip it up really quick and then be on with your laundry. So I like to wash my diapers twice. First, I will put it through a cold cycle and I will use the little bit of liquid detergent for this. One key is to be sure to not use too much detergent. It's tempting to throw in a bunch of extra thinking maybe it'll get a little extra clean, but actually what happens is that extra detergent produces a buildup on the diapers, and that can be problematic because it can cause a barrier to form and then the pee can kind of roll right out as opposed to soaking into the inner layers or the absorbent material. Now I use cloth diaper covers, so I don't have that issue so much. So you can check out my last video to see what I use. But if you have the kind that you stuff, the 2-in-1 diapers, if you get anything on that top micro, if you get anything on that top layer that holds in the inserts and it creates a barrier, you'll have pee running out and there won't be anything going into the diaper, which I experienced when I used to use the pocket diapers with my first daughter. I had used a non-cloth diaper safe diaper cream and it put that barrier on there. Now I'll be sharing a recipe soon here on a cloth diaper safe cream. That's one of my plans to share soon. But just as a quick primer on this, you don't want to use any diaper creams that have the zinc oxide in it, which zinc oxide is excellent for healing diaper rashes, and if we have any bad rashes, I'll use it and just use a disposable diaper for a couple of days. While wearing cloth diapers, you don't want to do that because it creates such a great barrier that it'll put the same barrier right there on the diaper. Creams like Desitin are zinc oxide based, so don't want to do that. So I'll wash it through one time on cold with a liquid detergent. And then I will leave them in the washer and do a hot cycle. So the reason I do that is just simply on the cold helps to remove stains and just get them more basically clean, and then the hot does the deeper clean. If you find that the diapers are really stinky and need to be stripped, the best solution for that is to lay them out in the hot sun. So wash them a couple times on hot and then lay them out in the hot sun, and that should take care of any odor issues that you might have, or if there's any kind of buildup happening on the diaper. Run it through a few times on hot without detergent to clear out any excess detergent you might have poured in, then lay them out in the hot sun and you should be good to go. I've had to do nothing more than that for many years. Now, my first daughter, I think I was kind of reading more of the articles and the proper way to do things, and I used some bleach, which I hate that I did that because that's just not good for skin. I try to keep this as minimal as possible, free and clear detergent. If you're not gonna make it yourself, no bleach, no additives, just basic things it's all baby skin needs. And we've been really happy with how they've held up, and no rashes, and everything seems to be working really well with this method. So one time through on cold, one time through on hot with the powder detergent, and then I actually just throw mine right in the dryer. Now I know that it will extend the life of the diaper covers if they are laid flat to dry or put out in the sun to dry, but in the interest of saving time, I've done that. And you know, I've had some covers for a couple of kids now and they're still going strong. So if they do, you know, maybe last 2 or 3 kids instead of, you know, maybe the whole time I'm cloth diapering, I'm okay with investing in them again at some point for saving the crazy amount of time I would save with hanging diapers every single time. Guess you could say I'm a pretty lazy cloth diaper. I just wash them twice in my washer and then throw them in the dryer, and that's it. Super simple. Now I also will share with you a little bit about how I store them. In my bathroom, I have a heavy duty like stainless steel trash can that has the insert that comes out. So they all go in that, and then I just pull out the insert, which just looks like this. It's full of diapers right now, and I just throw them right in my washer. I don't have to touch anything. Now, if you have a front loader, it might be a little bit harder to get everything in, but I have a top loader. This insert goes down into a stainless steel thing with a lid, so that contains a lot of the smell. And then once they come out of the dryer, I just put them straight in a basket. I don't fold anything. All cloth diapering supplies go in there, and then I just, when I'm ready to change, just grab out a cover and an insert or 2, which I shared about in my last video, and put it on the baby, and then back in here. And then after I'm out of diapers or my pail's full, I will wash them and start all over again. So that's how I do it. It's super simple and basic. If you have any questions, I probably left something out, but I mean, that's really all there is to it. It's an easy process, and I don't worry about doing it perfectly right because everything seems to be going just fine with the diapers, and my son seems to be rash free and comfortable. So that's the main thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by our farmhouse.